Are you looking for the next craft beer to try? Well, maybe Barrel Aged VJ Black from Atwater is the one for you. Welcome back, everybody. So today we are going to try Barrel Aged VJ Black. This is a Imperial Stout brewed with vanilla and coffee, aged in oak bourbon barrels, 11% ABV, 25 IBUs, slow aged in oak bourbon barrels for exactly 1 year. $5.29. Jessica did pick this one up. I'm not sure where she got it. It's nice of them to put all the information on the actual bottle itself. I do not believe that there is a date on this, but let's go ahead and get it into the glass and we will see. Usually this isn't a beer I would be drinking now. It's almost July, so it's very hot here in Michigan, actually, without rain for the first time in a long time. So yeah, 11% beer. Usually I try and drink them, into the fall, into the winter because they are such big beers, but it was next up, so we're going to drink it. I do not see a date on the actual bottle itself, so we will just have to see how this is. Atwater is in Detroit, Michigan. No head, but my guess is because it's such a high ABV and it was in barrels and it has coffee, that oil is gonna take that head right away. Let's go ahead and check out the color. It is black. I do have a dark amber hue on the very bottom of the glass. Not a lot, but it is there. Let's go ahead and smell. Oak bourbon is what I get. It's fully there. You get that alcohol. Oak bourbon is it. Maybe a little charred oak. Maybe a touch of sweetness too, but that oak barrel is really there with some alcohol. Then maybe a low underlying like charcoal oak, like the inside of the barrel with some sweetness is there, but that's about it. Let's go ahead and taste, see what we think. It's probably still a little bit too cold, but you do get that oak, that bourbon in there. I almost want to say a hint of tartness. I don't know if that's coming from the vanilla mixed with that coffee and all that big roastedness. I have got that out of some beers. I don't think it's bad or anything. It's just after that oak bourbon, that's what it kind of is. Like it's been aged. If this glass would stop sticking to the coaster. Maybe it's like a plum, like a fruited plum in there. Some leather. I'm getting maybe some tobacco in there. Yeah, that sour tart taste is gone now, so maybe the palate just had to warm up to all those big flavors in there. I wish that coffee would come out more. It does drink like a older beer, like it has sat for a while, and I've had it probably 2-3 months. Than if it was in the barrels for a year, but I still think it would come out wet. I'm really not getting any coffee. That bourbon barrel has really taken over this beer. Very smooth. Pretty good. I would probably have to go with a 4 out of 5 on this one. It's for people that like to drink young bourbon barrel beers. I think this one might not be up your alley just because it seems like it's smoothed out some, which is right up my alley. But I still think that oak, that bourbon has still taken over this beer, and you're not getting that vanilla coffee that they say it's brewed with. I could see the vanilla coming from the bourbon, but you're not even getting that. My throat is a little bit warm. You're really not tasting that 11%, but you're also not getting that roasted malt. It is an Imperial Stout. I would think some more of those flavors should be coming out. Maybe it was a very wet barrel, and because of that, it's still not ready or aged long enough. But I wish they would put some dates on these bottles so we knew how old they were. I will check again just in case somebody comments it was on there. I don't see anything on the bottom. The bottle, okay, there is something. It looks like B11516. There is a number before that. It almost looks like 1963, which I know it's not been aged that long. So yeah, there is something there, but I can't see it. I don't know, because they made these labels. I don't know why they just couldn't have put a date on those or stamped a date on them. That would have really helped out. If I could find more of these, I probably will pick them up and age a couple. For the price, I think it's fine, especially for a beer like this, high in ABV, bourbon barrel. It does have that quality that I do look for in a bourbon barrel. It's just, if you say it's going to be with vanilla and coffee, I want that to come out. If it's not going to come out, I believe the brewery should hold on to it until it does start coming out, not send these out so young. I know they don't want to keep the inventory, but again, if it says vanilla and coffee, you should be getting it. For the beer, because usually or almost every time I score for my personal preference, I would probably have to go with a 3 out of 5. You might as well drink straight bourbon almost, because that oak bourbon is taking over that whole entire beer. There's no vanilla coffee in there. But yeah, I think it's good. Even in the middle of summer, I think it's what time is it? It's 1 o'clock right now. It's probably 90 or 85 to 90 degrees out, and I would still drink this. It is good, but somebody else might not want it in the middle of summer. So if you like this review, thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you know when new videos are coming out. And until next time, happy brewing.